Welcome, Gemini, to Channel Future Tarot. My name is Bella. Today we're going to do your month of May reading. This will be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Gemini. Take what resonates with you, toss the universe what does not. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. Check out the other placements and the readings that go along with that if you want some more guidance, okay? You can use the singing bowl. As you can see, we did a little smudge there, clearing of the energy. As I was meditating, Gemini, I feel like patience is definitely the key to your heart's desires right now. Patience and a little bit of watching the words, maybe. Let's see what's going on for you. Peace, love, health, and wealth, Gemini. What a change for you. What a change. I feel like in the last, week to 2 weeks, I feel like there's been transformational energy. I feel like you've been kind of going from this state of in your realm, in your peace zone, to anything but that. There's a sense of being really rigid. The reason I get that feeling is flexible in reverse comes out for you, number 19. Gemini, this is definitely being a little bit of inflexibleness. Now, this could be coming from your heart, around you. You could be feeling like everybody's being inflexible with you at this time. More than anything, I want to say just be careful that you're not being that one that just isn't willing to sort of bend or compromise in a situation. That could be... There also is a sense for me, maybe you've been too inflexible or too flexible in a dynamic, whether this is love or whatever. Maybe there's a sense that you've been too flexible, being that pushover, pass over energy. 12 coming out, change in the wind coming out. Now, I think that's probably in that sense of that being too flexible. You've been, coming to just being agreeable, just not wanting to put up that fight energy for some time. I think those days are long gone, Gemini, I'll say that. This change that's coming in the wind is that sense of being sort of easy to please or willing to please everything and everyone around you just for the sake of doing so. Is the day is coming to an end with that. Because you have this happy in reverse. I don't feel like it's not so happy. And that's where that change is coming in. This initiated, I'm not willing to keep people pleasing or keep doing and not having my needs or my wants being met. This is taking a look at what your needs and wants are, Gemini, at a big scale. And seeing how the people, places, jobs, things are aligning or aren't. And if they're not, well, as this card says, it's time for a nap, right? It's time to put them to rest. It's time to take a pause, reflect on what, where, and who you want to go in the next directions with. This is a sense of getting, a look at why or what's making you unhappy in these dynamics, okay? That smudge is just still going, as you can see. So there's a definite energy cleanse here happening for you, Gemini. We have the harvest moon coming out, 25 balance for you as well. And like I said, a need for some internal, guiding. We have number 9, breaking illusions coming out for you. Seeing the things for what they are is sometimes harder to do than we realize, because it involves us taking a look at the truth of some situations that we never wanted to look at, right? Then lastly, we have this organizing the mind, 27, exactly what I'm saying. Take a nap, pause, reflect, take a look at the information that you've recently gathered in together and how you can organize your thoughts to make some solid choices going forward. Not willy-nilly, not jumping into anything wholeheartedly, chaotically, with any sort of lack of information. All right, Gemini, we're going to take out the Celtic Cross for you for the month of May. We'll take out some clarifying energies. And then to close the reading off, we will grab a White Light Oracle message that I will read from the book. Truly powerful. Amazing how those messages connect and give some real internal wonderful guidance, I think, okay? So, as I keep hearing, your mouth could be a weapon this week, Gemini. If it is, careful, watch those words, right? It's very loaded this week. Whatever you've been holding on and not saying, well, those days are sort of gone for you in that regard. There's no more passive energy about this. It's time for you to sort of, change the wind. You've been flexible for too long. So what's coming in for Gemini for May. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of Gemini. Celtic Cross. Alright, we have that Princess of Swords coming out in reverse. That could feel like you. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I feel like there's a sense of you're not, like I said, this is that flexible energy upright that you were. It's coming out in reverse because I feel like not that willy-pilly, eager to please in sort of energy, this a little bit naive that I feel like you were maybe you weren't, I'm not saying you were naive, but I feel like maybe to others you could have came across that way. And that was probably their disadvantage, I will say that, but what is crossing Gemini? Now, this could be helping or hindering you, this crossing energy card coming out here for you. We do have the Five of Swords coming out, and it's in reverse, so you're leaving a conflict behind, so I think this is going to be helping you, but it was also hindering you in the past, obviously, right? Conflict. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That sense of always feeling like you were on the attack in the recent past, it definitely kept you just... I feel like depleted, right? Not happy, depleted, almost. That's why I feel like you were almost flexible. Not because you were choosing to be, but just because you kept feeling just, attack, attack, attack. Almost like you didn't even know how to fight the energy that you were attacking. Could be in some sort of narcissistic energy coming on. There's some sort of unhealthy energy that was attacking you. You didn't know how to break free from that energy. That could be where that breaking illusions and balance is required as well, right? The change in the wind, right? Now, we have this King of Wands coming out in reverse, influencing you. So, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this could be a person of power, masculine or feminine, that had some sort of authority in your situation, or wanted to, right? And had a very passionate energy towards driving your force forward. Probably some chaotic energy there. That could have been who that conflicting energy, that unhappy energy was coming from. Whether that, you have that, the Devil card coming out at the root of the reading. Now look at that. This is essentially the devil's in the details, but the root of the reading could be some sort of Capricorn energy. But this person definitely, like I said, was presenting a lot of that attacking energy, kind of nitpicking at you all the time. Not allowing your head to get any clarity of mind, not even understanding, how to process the situation, nothing like you've ever experienced before. And this is why I feel like this cycle of just feeling very inflexible, needing to take that break, trying to go forward and always on that attack, right? Very charismatic though, right? Whether coming, keeping you along, right? Smart enough to keep you going, just long enough to break you down again. Recent past, but you're letting go. The devil does offer, that ability to release yourself from that, right? And that is something that you could be doing so very powerfully in the near future for you. You have the daughter of, we have number 5. So we have in recent past, this would be the Hierophant equivalent to Taurus energy in the recent past, but this is breaking free from the traditions, the illusions. Like I said, now it is in reverse in the recent past, and you do have that breaking or illusions card. So you could be again starting to see what you couldn't before, some sort of information around tradition, or maybe just that you didn't have to stick it out just because of tradition. There's a real awakening happening, and it could be coming from a spiritual mentor as well. But I think this is an internal awakening that's happening with you, Gemini. It could be coming from a female energy as well, a powerful feminine energy around you. But this is something that's definitely guiding you to sort of awaken your soul's desire here, Gemini. We have that 10 of Swords or 10 of Wands in reverse coming in the near future. It's a sense of needing to drop the burdens, right? 10s are endings and new beginnings. And the 10 of Wands is all about looking at the past and the burdens that you are needing to let go of. That I feel like I keep hearing this sting is real, right? You've definitely felt like this was overburdening you for way too long. This, you know, person, place, or thing definitely held the power. You're looking back and doing a lot of reflecting on that throughout this time and in the near future, right? You're looking back at, you know, how you're processing that sting, or what was sort of, you know, was there anything gained from it, right? And you, as you sort of release that energy of, you know, understanding that there was a lot gained, right? They may have just been lessons, right? People come for a season, a reason, or a lifetime, right? We have that Two of Swords coming out. The overall energy of the reading, Gemini, you are at a flipping crossroads if I ever saw one, and one that you just don't see you're so clearly out of. But it's you can't see clearly because you're not looking in front of your flipping face. You're looking up at the sky, and I feel like that's because you were just looking at the dark, cloudy skies around you, and not so much of what is, you know, internal, or, you know, still left in your material, your grounded sense of self, right? You know, you're definitely at conflict. You're at odds with something here, and Gemini, it's, you know, crossing that devil card, so you definitely could be at odds with this, you know, devil, very conflicting energy here. You're trying to move past it, I feel like, but they keep you almost, you know, chained in a sense of emotional manipulation to you. That is sort of what I feel in this energy wholeheartedly. That Three of Wands coming out in reverse in your environment. You're trying to look towards the future, but you're, again, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, tied to the past. And it is sort of, maybe not of your own making, right? This is a manipulation energy that keeps you kind of rooted in the sense of past, right? And you don't, you know, you can see the future, you're looking towards it, you're sort of manifesting, even dreaming and desiring it, not necessarily understanding how to get there, or believing, or having a, you know, courage to do so. You know, taking that pause and to rest and reflect, Gemini, will do you a world of good on this one. I feel like tremendously. That Six of Cups coming in. Nostalgia, right? The past. It's all about the past. You're looking back at the past, remembering the good old days that have definitely gone by. It's in your hopes and fears, because hopes, you definitely wanted that. You wanted that happy life, that happy family, everything that you've had in the past that maybe has turned out to be not what it presented itself to be. You're in a stage of hurting, but don't let it, you know, fool you. Take the things, the lessons and the blessings from that past, look at it, and then release it. Now, it could be somebody else coming in from the past as well. I feel like if that's the case, shut the door, slam it, lock it, deadbolt it, whatever you got to do, because that past energy ain't welcome, and it should not be welcome in your energy at all. The closure has already been received, whether you guys are initiating or accepting that or not, right? We have that beautiful Queen of Pentacles coming out in the outcome. What a positive outcome for you. Nurturing your grounded sense of self is going to lead you to abundance, material abundance and wealth. And also your internal sense of spiritual wealth is going to be coming to a forefront. The Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, you know, Gemini, you're going to see the Sun card as well. That hard work is going to pay off here. You're going to keep on going through this energy. It's not, you know, you're getting to see the light on the other side. I feel like, as hard as it may have been to this point. Can I clarify that, daughter of Princess of Swords, for Gemini, please? Gemini, Libra, can I clarify that, Princess of Swords, please, for Gemini? Clarifying that, Princess of Swords for Gemini. Yeah, that Five of Swords coming out. You feel like betrayal, right? This could be stabbed behind the back energy. Somebody coming out sneakily, underhandedly. That conflicting energy that is leading you to this Five of Wands. Again, that attack, right? You're feeling attacked and you may have not seen it, but this is what's coming. And maybe you do see it for some of you, and then you're just... It's going to lead you to that Five of Wands, that conflict, that heated moment, that the devil's going to sort of rear his ugly head here. And, you know, you're going to see the true colors of somebody here, absolutely. Can I clarify that Five of Swords, please? Clarifying that part. You got the Five of Swords twice, right? They're both Five of Swords, right? So you got the Five of Swords, clarifying the Princess of Swords. You are definitely got a betraying, sneaky, underhanded nasty energy around you. The Ten of Pentacles, it could be around family or wealth or your life, family life as well, because it is, you know, the Ten of Pentacles upright is a positive, abundant card. In reverse, not so good, especially when it's in hoping and hindering. So, and especially when it's clarifying the Five of Swords, that conflict card. So there's definitely conflict in your home and family life here that is maybe led to some structural or material abundance that's caused some issues around money and wealth. Can I clarify that King of Wands for Gemini, please? Clarifying the King of Wands for Gemini. Yeah, that Four of Pentacles coming out, holding on tightly to your wealth. You know, this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Holding on too tightly. Now, this could be somebody else trying to control, manipulate your wealth as well, because it is influencing and it is clarifying the King of Wands. If it is, take control of your financial situation. You know, you can definitely, nobody knows what's best for you but you, and in any situation, it's best that you control, you know, your own dynamic there. Never put, you know, your sense of survival entirely in someone else's hands, right? Can I clarify that Devil card energy for Gemini? Clarifying that Devil card energy. You got Temperance in reverse. There's definitely, you're not, this devil has thrown you right off your game here in a sense, Gemini. You know, you're out of sense of balance, you're out of touch. You've definitely been struck to that manipulative energy over and over again. In order to get back into balance with yourself, you're going to have to sort of back away from, you know, the devilish temptation energy here that keeps pulling you out of, you know, sync and out of alignment with your truest and best self here. Can I clarify that different energy for Gemini, please? It is hard to release yourself from the people or places or things that we tie ourselves to emotionally, especially when we don't understand that it's necessarily wrong until we do, right? You have that Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So it was an opportunity around money or wealth for some of you that turned sour. But in the recent past, you didn't see an opportunity for money or wealth because you're focusing on sort of your sense of tradition or how this situation has ripped the sense of wealth from you. Or an opportunity was, you know, seized or taken back in that sense. Can I clarify the Ten of Wands for Gemini, please? Three of Pentacles. Yeah, hard work, determination, collaboration for some of you is going to do you a world of good. And maybe maybe the collaboration is part of the problem here. You're looking back maybe with a fresh set of eyes here, Gemini, and how you can approach the situation, how you can, you know, go forward looking at the losses and seeing what is left to save, essentially. And there is a powerful energy in that because there is something tremendous, you know. Can I clarify that Two of Swords? What's crossing them there? You're in your head. There's a lot of tumultuous back and forth energy coming in, but you're not seeing, you know, what's in front of your face. The Justice card came out with that balance, Libra energy. The scales are going to be balanced here. You're going to get the clarity you absolutely need to go and see yourself forward and sort of get closer in whatever situation that needs to wrap it up. She's looking right at that Devil card here on deck there, so it's definitely justice coming down, hammer time for that Devil card energy within your life there, Gemini. Clarifying that beautiful Three of Wands, we have the Hangman. Get some perspective on how you're going to plan your future forward, right? How you're going to move forward. What opportunities are going to get presented to you in your environment, or what opportunities can you change or go towards in your future? Can I clarify that Six of Cups for Gemini? Clarifying that Six of Cups. Yeah, there's the Devil in reverse. This is in your hopes and fears. Again, the past has got the Devil written all over it. This person has represented nothing but illusion, mistrust, and total fuckery of the past. without a doubt, right? And you know this. So drop the devil like it's a hot potato there. Can I clarify that Queen of Pentacles? It is time, Gemini, you know who the devil is, whether this person, place, or thing in your life. It's time to let that go. That is the closure that you sort of need to hear. High Priestess coming out to clarify that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You need to follow your intuition. This is something you already know, Gemini. This isn't new information for you. You got Judgment on the bottom of the deck. This awakening, this epiphany moment that's happening for you is happening, for you and not to you. It's not here to punish you. So you need to sort of take that moment to pause, reflect, right? Take that nap. And you're going to see the illusions that are breaking free before your eyes. In fact, can I clear? Oops. Let's take out your White Light Oracle Healing card that I will quickly read from the book before we wrap up this reading. Gemini is going to be an energy where, as long as you're sort of paying attention to who's trying to stab you in the back this week, I feel like it won't. You already know what's coming. I feel like so if you can sort of, I want to say not avoid and dodge, but just, you're not going to be, they're not going to have that sneak attack advantage that they thought they were going to have. We have two cards that came out. We have 27, Aurora of Gamma, and number 1, Magnetisium of Eros. Sorry if I butchered any of those names, by the way. I'll read the short passage here from the book. If you don't want to stick with me, feel free, and see you on the next round. If you do, powerful healing message coming right up. Number 1, it says, this is what your heart yearns for without concern about how it will truly manifest. Take steps around which will move your heart. Reach out for what your soul wants and needs. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, for only then can you truly be held. That which appears out of reach or unavailable to you is closer than you realize. Absolutely. And number 27, Aurora of Gamma. And it says, it is time to let go of what has been. Wow, you are swiftly outgrowing your past. Explore and commit to a spiritual practice that supports your personal transformation so that you can cross the threshold before you now. Embrace your freedom to recreate your approach rather than dodgingly committing yourself to your previous plan or idea. You have the spiritual intelligence necessary to evolve. Continue your healing journey with trust that a positive outcome is imminent. Until next time, Gemini, namaste.